Hey, if you enjoy my content, please consider picking up a copy of my latest spooky short novel, Megawatt vs. the Vampires of the Sun. Available alongside another huge selection of family-friendly content at enterthelostlibrary.com. I guarantee we've got a good read for you. Happy Leap Day, all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome back to Crypto Comics. You didn't think I was really going to be able to let a Leap Day go by without doing another totally awesome comic book review, did you? The Crypto Knights of the Long Box would never let me live that down. So I am back with a very special treat indeed. It has taken me my entire life to find this comic book and add it to my collection. This is Extreme issue number 0 from my main man, Rob Liefeld, and the boys at Image Comics. With a beautiful cover by Rob Liefeld himself and inks by the always lovable Art T-Bear, with colors by Kiko, a true staple of indie comics excellence in the 1990s at Image Comics. And here we see we've got Cyblade, we've got Dan Frega's Black Flag, and we've got two people I can't currently identify, but we're going to find out who they are, possibly within the pages of Extreme issue number 0. From August of 1993, the contents include Cybrid by creator, writer, and penciler Rob Liefeld. Law and Order by creator, writer, and penciler Marat Michaels. Risk by creator, writer, penciler Chuck Jones. Code 9 by Chap Yape. Lancers by Richard Horry. And Black Flag by Danny Frega. Your inks on Cybrid are provided by Art T-Bear and Danny Miki. Your inks on Lancers is provided by Art T-Bear and Dan Penosian. Your inks on Risk and Code 9 provided by Norm Rapman. And your inks on Law and Order provided by Dan Penosian. Featuring the colors of Byron George Talman and the letters of Kurt Hathaway. And so here we see Cybrid, who looks remarkably different than he ended up looking in the couple of Cybrid issues that were released. Obviously, there was a change that occurred here with the hair and the buffness. I also note the buffness is much more steroid-fueled in this image than in the Ultimate Cybrid comic, which you can check out in the Image Comics playlist. Cybrid. Maggie, I still can't believe you're gone. I was just a boy when we met. In many ways, I still am. You taught me so much. How to laugh. How to cry. How to love. I felt alive when I was with you, Maggie. You should never have forsaken your oath, Jonah. What? Never should have turned your back on the clan. The Ku Klux Klan. You shouldn't have come back at all. You shouldn't have come after me. They're all over me in a matter of seconds, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out they don't have the best of intentions. Unfortunately for them, neither do I. Zap, wham. Oh. In a way, it's ironic. I left the clan to pursue a destiny free of violence and conflict, but no matter what I do or where I go, I only seem to be drawn deeper and deeper into that which I sought to escape. I suppose I've been playing either the hunter or the hunted for so long. I know no other alternative. Killing seems almost a natural instinct. But then again, I should be used to that by now, right, Maggie? After all, I was designed to be the ultimate killing machine, with an emphasis placed firmly on the word machine. I guess no one ever counted on you finding the man hidden within the machine, and unleashing feelings other than the rage and hatred into his clouded and confused mind. I miss you, Maggie, more than you could know.
Data log 4201, Miami, Florida. We've been staking this place out for a good week now. Nice digs too. Great view of the beach. The only thing spoiling it is the guy who owns it. Small-time hood by the name of Louis Santinelli. From the looks of things, Santinelli's been riding the crest of a wave of good luck for quite a while. Unfortunately for him, though, that wave's about to come crashing to a halt. The name's Law. The lady fighting alongside me is called Order. In case you hadn't noticed already, we're a team, and we've been taking care of scum like Sentinelli for longer than I can care to remember. Order in her own sleek and silent way. Me in the only way I know how. The guy's called LT from what I hear. He's the best Sentinelli's got. Hicks should have stayed in Mississippi. Which brings us to Sentinelli himself. Once he's under the gun, the poor SOB starts begging and crying like the low-life coward he is. Oddly enough, I can't hear a word he's saying. Blam, 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 blam. What's left isn't a pretty sight. But then again, we ain't in the business of making people look pretty.
Definitely not the end. The city of Los Angeles. Damn! Talk about lousy timing. First round and I'm already down for the count? We got a crook-a-doom. Relic warned me about this. Told me what I was up against, but I didn't listen. Not a chance. Guess it's too late to worry about that now, though, because unless I'm sadly mistaken, it's time for round 2. Collision's looking to finish what he started, so he's first up. Gotta act fast, so exit stage right, enter stage left. So much for Collision. Now it's time to drop in on Glock and give him a taste of the short, sharp shock. Blam, blam! Unfortunately, it looks like the only one in for a shock is me. So much for round 2. Gotta remember to thank Relic for hooking me up with this armored chest plate. Without it, I doubt I'd even be a contender for round 3. And speaking of Relic, those 2 hapless bystanders might be just what I need to help me out of this caper. I don't like possessing innocents to fight my battle, but there's strength in numbers. I can't deny that. In other words, I should have paid attention when Relic said, never show up for a gunfight if all you've got is a knife. To be continued. Where? It was probably in the pages of Asylum. Asylum was an anthology series people don't even know existed by Rob Liefeld. And you can check it out, Image Comics playlist. Lancers by Richard Horry. War is never an isolated act, Clausewitz. It all sounded so easy in the briefing. A dimensional portal that opened in the south of England, out near Cornwall. The boys up at Intel thought it could be something big. Maybe even the prelude to a full-scale invasion. Whatever the case, my job's to secure the portal, at any cost. Not that the politicians and bureaucrats who pulled our strings ever considered the cost. They just give us the tools and the training to get the job done, before sending us headlong into oblivion. They were right about one thing, though. It's an invasion of one. The whole area's been cut off from radio and microwave transmissions, so it doesn't look like the cavalry's going to be arriving anytime soon. Who or whatever I'm up against, he's a patient SOB. He knows he's got me outclassed, and now he's just biding his time, toying with me. Gun's useless. I've just spent my last charge on the guy and he hasn't so much as blinked an eye yet. He just stands there, watching and waiting for me to move in closer. Eventually I do. I activate my laser blade. The thing carries a charged edge roughly 1 molecule wide, and it can cut through virtually anything. Anything within reach, that is. For just a moment he lets his guard down, and that's all I need to drive my blade straight into his sternum. Unfortunately, it's too little, too late. Get there, page 10, Jason Statham. I think I will, Jason Statham. Sucker rips me open like a rag doll, leaves me for dead. Bad move. 'Cause now that he's turned his back on me, he's right where I want him. He motions upward and the portal begins to open again, signaling to me that I'm running out of time. Gotta act fast. It's funny, moments like these. I should be thinking of my wife and kids, or the life I passed up for this. But I can't. All I can do is think about activating this damn switch and completing my mission. Now we're on to a new story by Chap Yape. Canton, Ohio, the home of Kenneth and Marjorie Sharp. A typical home, distinguished from those surrounding it only by the fact that it is a home under attack. Kenneth's shop, I have come for you. Depart with me willingly, and you will not be harmed. Resist, and die. What a choice. Man, what'd you do? Tell me in the comments below.
What do you want from me? I left the project to start a new life. Why can't you just leave me be?
You can't just leave the project, Kenneth. Especially not without returning that which doesn't belong to you.
You mean this? Shunk. This flesh blade? Is this what you're after? You godforsaken piece of crap? Well, you can have it, mister. Here, you can have it.
Papa, no! Thwack.
You killed him. You killed my father. Why? Why?
It is a long story, child, and one I fear you shall never understand in the wake of this day's events. Suffice it to say, your father was not the man you knew. Like myself and 7 others, Kenneth Sharp was a product of a project designed to transform the common man into the ultimate human weapon. In his time, your father was as lethal and ruthless as I, taking countless lives at the bidding of the project's supervisor. I suppose it was only a matter of time before he and 7 of the others turned on those who had empowered us. In the 17 years since your father's escape, it's been my duty to track down and apprehend renegades like himself. 2 others have I located, and 2 others have I killed. With my creepy David Cronenberg fleshblade. I'd like to tell you more, but Rob never made a comic book about this. He just added it to this issue of Extreme number 0. This, however, is the only time I have killed with regret.
You monster! How can you talk about regret after what you've just done? You killed my husband!
I realize that, Mrs. Sharp. I was just here and did it. I mean, why did you repeat that? Of course I know I killed your husband. I mean, I literally just did it, not realizing that I would regret it a moment later. That doesn't stop me from wishing I hadn't, even though I just did it. Nor does it stop me from replaying in my mind the scene I witnessed mere seconds before I burst into your home. The Kenneth Sharp I was instructed to find was a ruthless killer, a monster, such as I. Little did I know he had spent his years in hiding, cultivating the love and joy I witnessed in this very room. I watched him, with you and the children, enjoying life. And then I killed him, and then I regretted it after having watched him enjoying life with his children. It's a conundrum being a monster, you must understand, ma'am. Certainly if Kenneth was alive, he would understand. And little did I suspect what's of my heart would be shattered by the sight of your son weeping over his dead father's body, even though I watched him with such joy playing with Daddy mere moments before I executed him. Indeed, Mrs. Sharp, I am a monster. Yet I can't help but think that while your husband is finally free from his long nightmare, mine is just beginning. Luckily, though, it's not. I got away with it, I guess, because there was no follow-up. Yeah, sorry. Gotta go. Backfire by Dan Frega when he was still learning how to draw. Tokyo. It's midnight. And I'm staking out the Yakuza's infamous School of the Mountain. This place has served as the training ground for some of Japan's most lethal assassins over the years. But that's all about to come to an end. Because I'm going to kill everybody in the room. Within seconds of my arrival, the whole place is crawling with ninjas. I'm not surprised. Neither am I. Or impressed. Neither am I. Considering who I'm up against, the fight's surprisingly brief. The lot of them are gone as quickly as they appeared, and me being the suspicious type, I automatically figure something's up. Time to bring in some backup. Gorilla, this is Sniper. Do you read me?
Loud and clear, bud. What's up?
I've infiltrated the main compound, but things are starting to get a little weird in here. I think I'm going to need you on this one, big guy.
Yeah, I figured as much. Just sit tight, pretty boy. I'll be right over.
Great. Now let's get this over with and get out of here. I've got a bad feeling about all this.
Told you I'd be right over.
Great. Now let's get this over with and get out of here. I got a bad feeling about all this, and I just as soon... Now, Dalton. Surely you're not thinking of leaving so soon.
Dojo!
Get them Jackie Onassis eyes going on again there. Yep, definitely a member of the Jackie O family. Just like Hard Cases lady over there. Choice, remember her? Ultraverse Comics playlist? Check it out. Jackie O eyes are legendary in indie comics, I'll tell you what. Boom. After all, the fun is only just beginning. What is going on with this picture? Why does he have Prince's symbol over his eye? He's got a pirate earring. Prince's symbol over his eye. And he's from the land of the rising sun. Oh, man, I guess I got to revisit Black Flag. You can check out Black Flag here at Crypto Comics in the Image Comics playlist, and you'll find out, maybe all about Dojo. I don't recall. We did the first issue. We did the first issue. We didn't do issue 0. We did number 1. Ay. Here we go. These are our peoples, right? These are our peoples. This is Robert Liefeld right here when he was 25. Merritt Michaels was 20. Did you know that being the tallest member of Extreme Studios, Merritt is obsessed with basketball and plans to lead the Extreme basketball team to many victories? That's true. He's originally from Kiev, Russia, not Kiev, Ukraine. Merritt immigrated to the U.S. in 1978 and became an American citizen in 1988. Wow, you got here early, bro. You're a little baby. Chuck Jones. Believe it or not, he debuted his penciling career with The Knight, a backup story featured in Bloodstrike issues 2, 3, and 4. But with the production of Extreme Number 0, he gives us his creation, Risk. And believe it or not, he managed to survive living in South Central Los Angeles all these years. Richard Horry. You may not know it, but Richard Horry did the backgrounds for Youngblood issue number 1. Surprise! My main man, Chap Yape. Here he is. The man behind Team Youngblood, who should be renowned for creating the totally awesome Youngblood character, Dutch, which injected all new life into the team. Even though he only showed up for like 5 issues in. But that was like 2 years later. Issue 5 came out. Dan Frege, there's a Frege boom for you, right? You may not know this, but Dan Frege is a gifted magician. He loves to dazzle the kids with card tricks and other feats of magic when given the chance. So if you see him at a convention, don't hesitate to demand a show. He also likes the ladies who wax the Kodiak. Danny Mickey from Gardena, California. How about that? One of the best inkers in the business, and nobody can deny that. You may not know this, but Danny enjoys playing street hockey, collecting toys, and melodizing with his band buddies. And he misses his grandmother's cooking. Norm Rapman going for the whole Albert Einstein gimmick there, a.k.a. Mosh. Really? Did you really go by the nickname Mosh, and how did you get it? Norm Rapman, you better tell me. He's from Placentia, California. He's from his mom's Placentia. He is the inker behind Brigade and Team Youngblood, the Youngblood Yearbook, Youngblood Battlezone, Bloodstrike number 2, and Extreme number 0. How about that? He likes Denny's. Back when Denny's was good. That's not anymore. Dan Pinocean loves a visit to Nautilus. That's all we need to know about Dan. Art T-Bear, looking real young there, Artie. Comicdom's most talented inker can now be found in the halls of Extreme. He also penciled and inked the upcoming Cybrid feature that we've covered here. You have to actually, I don't recall if he did or did not. Check it out, Image Comics playlist. All right, Eric Stevenson, there he is. Still hard at work at Image Comics. Wow, made quite the career out of it. Kurt Hathaway, famed letterer. Byron Talman, Jason Irwin, Andrei Kromov, and Ron Reif with your colors. And so this is a little taste that I'm happy to give to each and every one of you beautiful people in Webtown of Extreme issue number 0 from Rob Liefeld and the boys at Image Comics. And yeah, this took me a lifetime to find. And I'm really happy that I found it too. I get all giddy because it was so elusive for all these years. I found a couple comics in the last couple years that I have been looking for a lifetime basically. And well, you know, since Extreme started at least. And this is one of them. And I know you liked it, so don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. Hit that bell down there because, hey, guess what? This is the last Crypto Comics video of the season. And you're going to want to know when I finally make my return. But don't you worry, because that return is just right around the corner. See, we gotta fade. We gotta fade into the spring and summer season here at Crypto Comics. So I'm gonna take a short break, and then I'm gonna return. And when I do return this spring, you better get ready, because hey, guess what? The kid gloves, they're coming off. The kid gloves are coming off, and we're getting down to business here at Crypto Comics once and for all, with more Rob Liefeld, more Image Comics, more of the finest comics you're ever gonna see in your whole damn life. Because your boy Crypto is the hookup on the long boxes at your local comic shop. Your boy Crypto is evolving and taking his final form. And we are about to take it to the next level here at Crypto Comics. So strap on your boots and sharpen your swords, my Crypto Knights of the Long Box, as we prepare to march into infamy. And I certainly cannot do it without each and every one of you, all of you beautiful people in Webtown. So tide yourself over in the back issue bins of our playlists as you wait the few short weeks for me to return with Top Cow Appreciation Week right here on Crypto Comics.